Android alert: smartphones released in last 6 years have this big issue. Android fans have been put on an alert about a shock vulnerability that affects smartphones made in the last 6 years. Android smartphone users are being warned about a vulnerability that allegedly affects devices released in the past 6 years. Researchers claim the security risk will be found in every Android smartphone released since 2012. Once exploited, this vulnerability can let attackers gain total administrative control of the target Android device. Hackers can then steal passwords, personal photos, documents, instant messages, and emails from the Android phone or tablet. The vulnerability has been dubbed Rampage and exploits data stored in memory chips, HackRead reported. Rampage is a variant of the Rowhammer attack, and it repeatedly rams memory pages to obtain read and write access. Researchers said, Rampage breaks the most fundamental isolation between user applications and the operating system. If your device is shipped with vulnerable memory and runs with an unpatched operating system, it is not safe to work with sensitive information without the chance of leaking it. The vulnerability was discovered by researchers from the University of Amsterdam, UC Santa Barbara, Amrita University, Tuveen, Eurocom, and IBM. The authors of the study claimed they contacted Google with their findings, who said it isn't a practical concern for the overwhelming majority of users. Speaking to the researchers, Google said, "While we recognize the theoretical proof of concept from the researchers, we also recognize that newer devices contain memory with Rowhammer-specific protections. For example, the researcher proof of concept for this issue does not work on any currently supported Google Android devices." The researchers, however, said they had come up with their own solution for mitigating the Rampage attack called Guardian. The researchers said, Guardian defends against Rampage attacks. It prevents an attacker from modifying critical data structures by carefully enforcing a novel isolation policy. Guardian won the Best Research Award at the International Conference on Computing Systems, COMPSIS 2018. The news comes after Express.co.uk recently reported on another security risk affecting Android users. Last month, Android smartphone users were put on alert about a terrifying strain of malware which can spy on what you're doing right now. The malware can carry out a range of nefarious surveillance tasks such as intercepting text messages as well as audio and screen recording. The software, dubbed HeroRat, can also control a device's settings, obtain a user's location as well as make calls and tap into your contacts. The malware was discovered by security experts at ESET, and it tries to trick victims into downloading it with lofty promises. It poses as an application that can allegedly offer victims free Bitcoin, more social media followers, or free internet connections. Once downloaded, it then leverages the bot functionality of the hugely popular Telegram app to control the device. Telegram has 200 million monthly users. In a blog post outlining how the malware works, ESET researcher Lucas Stefanko wrote, having gained access to the victim's device, the attacker then leverages Telegram's bot functionality to control the newly listed device. Each compromised device is controlled via a bot, set up and operated by the attacker using the Telegram app. The malware has a wide array of spying and file exfiltration capabilities, including intercepting text messages and contacts, sending text messages and making calls, audio and screen recording, obtaining device location, and controlling the device's settings.